So, Sam, can you tell me what made you do this film? Because I know you do a different kind of genre in these movies, but you're now doing an iconic movie, a remake of this iconic movie. What made you do it?
Well, I really love the script. I think that's the reason why directors make pictures primarily. I love the story. I love the characters. I saw great potential in what was written. And I was fascinated by L. Frank Baum's world. He's the original author of The Wizard of Oz. He wrote probably 15 Wizard of Oz books. So this screenplay is based upon all of those books. And it tells the story of a slightly selfish man who goes to the land of Oz and there gets a second chance and gets to become the good man we always hoped he would be. Mm-hmm. So that simple story was very moving to me. And I thought maybe this could be uplifting for the audience.
Mm-hmm. And the casting, was it your idea to combine all these great talents together? Or did you have any apprehensions casting James Franco as the Wizard of Oz?
I think I had apprehensions over casting every individual in the picture. It's not an easy process. You really have to ask yourself, what's the essence of this character? What am I looking for in a human being so that they could play this? And there's no right or wrong answer ever. It's always just a guess, an instinctual choice. And I think I got very lucky with the choices that we made with James Franco, Mila Kunis, Michelle Williams, and Rachel Weisz. I think they're, along with Zach Braff, they're all great.
And offset, how is it the environment and offset? How is the chemistry when you're not filming?
It was great. Yeah, and this show, it was like a family. I could collaborate with everybody. They could all come in. We could have a quick meeting in a room and try and figure out how to fix some lines and make it a little funnier, or how do we fix a plot point? I realized there may have been a little bit of trouble. And they're all really good writers. They all know their characters so well. They would give me lines and suggestions that I would take, and we'd incorporate them and go back out and shoot the scene.
Mm-hmm. Did you believe in superstitious beliefs too, or in curses and, that kind of stuff?
Oh, do I believe in curses? Let's see. Well, I had an Aunt Minnie that believed in curses, and she believed that she could give me the evil eye. She had this weird eye, and she'd look at me funny, and I never knew what it meant, except that I never wanted to get her upset with me for fear of that thing falling upon me. So I guess I do believe in them, because I was afraid of her evil eye curse. Yeah, a little bit I do.
And as a kid, what effect did the original movie do to you? Did you watch it as a kid?
Yes, the original movie, the original Wizard of Oz movie, I loved. It was both the sweetest movie I'd ever seen in my life and the scariest movie I'd ever seen. That Wicked Witch of the West terrified me. When she threw fire at the Scarecrow and shouted at those people and shouted at Dorothy, I was just horrified. And when those monkeys were flying in swarms into the night sky, that was a terrifying, iconic image for me. I'll never forget that.
What was the most challenging thing that you did in this movie?
The most challenging thing was managing such a big cast. That was one of them. Because there were so many characters and so many stories and so much backstory that it was difficult to know just what to keep in and just what to keep out, what the audience needed to carry them along this journey. And sometimes I think, if I cut that out, it'll be a little quicker here, but the audience will miss some richness of this story. So those are always difficult decisions. But also the world itself. This is a picture that was so unusual, the world of L. Frank Baum's Oz, that it couldn't just be shot in some green field in Ireland. We had to create all of these fantastic sites because they really are supposed to be otherworldly. Mm-hmm. So from the tiniest blade of grass to the smallest blossom, these were all designed, and then outward from that macro approach to what the forest would look like, to what the mountains would look like, to what the cities would look like. We had to design everything. That was the difficult job.
Mm-hmm. And was it your idea to have the talking monkey?
No, that's L. Frank Baum's idea from his original books. And I was very lucky to cast Zach Braff because he brought a warmth and a sweetness to him that I think really made the character come to life.
Mm-hmm. And if you were to do it again, would you change anything?
I would change everything. I think filmmakers, when they make a movie, they just start to understand what the potential is. As the movie ends, that's where I am. I'm just starting to realize who these characters are, what they really want. And it's funny, when you first day of shooting, you're supposed to know it all, but it's really a discovery process of finding out who these characters are and how they will interact.
Mm-hmm. And how was it working with James in this movie?
Wonderful. Mm-hmm. He's sweet and funny and very low-key, really hard worker and dedicated, puts his heart and soul into the picture. Mm-hmm. So I couldn't ask for a better actor.
Okay. And have you been to the Philippines?
Never. I would like to go.
You have a lot of fans there.
Really?
Yes.
I'd love to go. Well, invite me sometime. I'll be there.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.